because it does not matter. If the feeling is burning and deep desire in the core of you, that means that it is meant for you. It is your promise. It already exists. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In case you're new here, my name is Kim. This is Core Union. And today I want to talk a little bit about how I like to look at things from this perspective, because it really does help me just stay in the state of trust and surrendering so I can experience the things that are deep in my heart that I know are meant for me. And from my perspective, if something is really deep in the core of you and it is, this just burns in your chest in a good way, and you feel it deep down that this is your truth. This is who you're meant to be with, who you are meant to love. You know that they love you. This is what you're meant to be doing. This is the amount of money that I can have. And all of that should be coming from a place of power, not out of fear or ego. Because if deep down you're afraid, then those things are not coming from your truest and highest best version of you, which exists right now. Then those things would be coming from your ego or from your fear. And you have a choice every single moment to select love, 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 or fear, fear, fear. It's totally up to you. And whatever you select dominantly throughout the day, day after day, week after week, month after month, is what is going to be basically you are selecting, and then you're creating beliefs. And then your beliefs are going to be reflected back perfectly, precisely by the mirror of life. That's just how it worked. That's, from my perspective, how it works. But I do want to share this perspective. I've shared it in other videos before. Before I get into this video, please do like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel if you love my content. It helps me grow and I appreciate it. If you're looking for coaching, please feel free to email me a short description of what's going on with you and your specific person to kim@coreunion.com. Then I will reply back with my first available session after you've booked your session through my website. I made it easy. You can book a 30-minute, a 60-minute session, or a package, which makes coaching much more affordable. And we can meet face-to-face through Zoom. So I like to see things. I'm going to use a few examples of things that I have experienced in my life, understanding things from this perspective. The first one I wanted to share was when my perfect little soul dog, Bella, was when I adopted her. So I'm not going to include a lot of detail because I do have another video on this. When I saw her, I knew she was my dog. I knew this was my dog. I saw a bunch of dogs. They weren't my dog. They may have been just a few miles away. They may have been the next town away. They may have been cute and everything, but there was nothing deep down inside that was like, that's my dog, right? From my perspective, the future already existed where she was my dog. Now, that was one of infinite possible potential outcomes, but that, for me, felt the strongest, so that I accepted as my truth. So from my perspective, that end already exists and that end is done. And just as Einstein said, time is just an illusion. So I surrender to that whole idea, and I've done that for years, and it always works. So I reached out, I did everything I had to do, and they said that she was mine. And so I was like, awesome, great. And then after a few days in, just when I was waiting for the final details about how and when I would pick her up, they told me that she was adopted. They apologized. They said she was adopted to another family, and they were really sorry, even though they had already approved me. So initially I reacted, and I reacted very badly, and I was very upset. I caught myself. And then I pulled myself in. I said, I'm shutting down the 3D. I'm shutting down this whole experience. I'm wiping all of the memories away from this. And I'm just going to go within. And I'm going to feel her presence here with me. And I'm going to imagine her running around on the sofa. I'm going to imagine myself holding her. And I'm going to just literally go within and trust and know that whatever's happening, this doesn't matter. And this is going to change, because that is my dog. I was in the shower. I had actually reached out for another dog. That company said, it was amazing. That company sent me an email and said, we're sorry, but that dog's been adopted out. And this time I didn't care. And then just 2 minutes or so later, I got the email in Bella is now available for adoption again. And I was like, I just went crazy and I was super happy. And then within a few days, there I was holding my little soul dog, Bella. Her name was Tinkerbell at the time. But anyway, so that's an example of how I trusted so deeply in the feeling that I had in the core of me that this was my dog, that even when they said, we are awfully sorry, but we've adopted her out to another family, I did not let that sway me. I reacted. Yes, I reacted very poorly initially. I was very angry. But then I caught myself as soon as I could, and I pulled myself back. And I went within and I went deeply into the trust of knowing that that feeling was real and that I was feeling it for a reason. So I knew that that end existed, that Bella was my dog. And that's it. And then whatever had to happen in the 3D, I didn't have to do anything. I didn't have to force myself. I didn't have to go into an argument with the people. I didn't have to do anything because it was all getting done for me, and it did. And so I allowed it. Another experience that I wanted to talk about really quickly is I had rented this apartment. It was really awesome, but I didn't own it. They had old appliances, and without going into all the detail, all of the appliances started breaking down on me. And it was very frustrating because I was losing money every week and feeling a feeling of security because all of my food was going bad because the refrigerator was breaking down. I had to go out and buy all groceries. I do all of my own cooking. So it was just a very frustrating experience. And I was working, I had my retail business at the time. I didn't have time to be going out and shopping over and over again and having to recook all of my meals for the week. So after it happening so many times, I made the decision, okay, what do I want? I want all stainless steel appliances. So I visualized it and it felt very strong. And so I started researching them online. And of course, because it was the point in the pandemic where appliances were impossible to get. Everything was on back order. It was going to be like 12 months before you received your appliances. So I started doing my inner work, knowing that this didn't matter what was happening here in the 3D, didn't matter that I was being told out of stock, big delay, long wait, didn't matter that every day when I went into work, working with my clients, that they were telling me, oh, you're going to have a hard time. Oh, I just ordered. I'm going to be waiting this long. Oh, my neighbor this. Oh, this person, that person. I didn't listen to any of that. I listened to them. And inside I said, that's not my experience. And inside I said, I'm grateful for all of my appliances. Do you know what I mean? Like I didn't let it faze me. So I ended up placing an order for a stainless steel refrigerator. But now I wanted, and it was beautiful. I loved the handle of it. I wanted the matching dishwasher and the matching stove. I wanted to just buy all three. I was told by the appliance place, they were awfully sorry, but no way, no how. It would be a very long time. I persisted and I called back after doing the inner work of just seeing it and being happy about it and loving the feeling of it. And then I got on the phone and they said, oh, hold on. This is the same person who said previously there was no way. Hold on. I see something. It says it's black, but I'm going to go actually and go check in the warehouse. She comes back on the phone. She goes, you're not going to believe this. And I'm saying to myself, oh, yes, I'm going to believe this. So she says, I've got the matching stainless steel stove. Do you want me to add it onto your delivery with the refrigerator? It's like, yes, please. Okay. Now I just needed the matching stainless steel dishwasher. So same thing. Sorry, there's no way, no how. And I'm like, okay, I've been here before. I'm saying I know this story. I know the ending of this movie, so it doesn't matter what you're saying right now. This is just the middle. I didn't say that in the 3D, but I said that in my mind. Continued to do my inner work. Got the urge to go there after work one day. I go in and I tell her, so any luck? And she said, no, honey, I told you. I said, okay. And I look and I see the one that I want right behind her. She goes, oh, I'm sorry. That's the floor model. It doesn't work. And I look around, I see another one. She goes, oh, I'm awfully sorry. A customer that belongs to a customer. We're going to be delivering to them soon. I'm like, okay. And I know, like, I'm not giving up on this because I know that I'm going to have all three because I trust that that end existed. I trust that it already exists and that I'm just kind of going through the motions, the mechanics of the 3D, and that this doesn't matter. That's how strong my faith is in this. So we keep talking and I see, well, what about that one way across the floor, the exact model that I want? And she looks and she says, I don't know where that came from. And then she brings the owner of the appliance store and he looks at it and he goes, I don't know where that came from. That wasn't there an hour ago. So he goes, let me check in the system. We go up to the counter. He looks and he says, it's all yours. It's up. It doesn't belong to anybody. Do you want it? I'm like, yes, please. So within a few days or whatever, all of the all of the stainless steel appliances were delivered to me within what, a matter of a couple weeks, when I was told not once, not twice, not three times, probably four times, that they didn't have what I want available, that it wasn't in stock, that there was no way, that everyone else in my reality could not get the appliances that they wanted in a decent amount of time because of what, whatever was happening in these 3D circumstances that don't matter. Okay, so just a couple examples of how I want you to literally trust in the desire that you have in your heart and what you see so clearly when you go into your imagination and you trust in that. And regardless of what you're being told in the 3D, regardless of what you're seeing, whether you're seeing movement or not, movement is always happening. The end already does exist. It literally, truly is already done. You're just going to constantly persist in trusting in it and selecting over and over and over and over again what it is that you want, and shut down what is being told to you in the 3D, because it does not matter. If the feeling is burning and deep desire in the core of you, that means that it is meant for you. It is your promise. It already exists. You don't have to make it happen. That's not up to you. It's already happened. It's done. It's already created. You're just selecting it over and over again. Another end exists if you choose to not believe in it, and if you choose to give up on everything, then yes, you will experience the opposite of what you want. So please just don't give up and just stay in trust and faith. Do this in your inner imagination. Don't take action in the 3D with force. If you're inspired to take action, take action. And in fact, a way to take inspired action with everything is just to be living your authentic self and always be happy. Always get in a state of enjoying your life and doing the things that you love, not the things that people are telling you to do. Oh, you should do this, you should do that. Oh, you should get out more, you should go meet people. Well, if you're an introvert like me, that sounds like really a horrible idea. Okay. But for me, what makes me happy is going to be very different for what makes you happy. So this is where you get to find yourself and really just enjoy being you. Enjoy every day of your life. Enjoy every moment of your life. Because when you're actually in your authentic self and you're in your love and you're trusting and having faith that everything is going to work out exactly how you want it to, it will happen very quickly. Just stop constantly thinking that it's not working, because then that is what you're manifesting. Okay. I love you guys so much. I hope that this video helps. I hope it inspires you. And I will talk to you soon. I love you. Bye.
Nothing can come, nothing can come, nothing can come between us.